All right. So, welcome to the Wrestling Pod. I'm your host, Carlito Santiago, and today we're here to talk about what went down on Monday Night Raw. 5 days before the latest Saturday Night main event, which I'm going to be honest, not so much of a good thing. I mean, just looking at the card, it doesn't look watchable. But AEW's Double or Nothing looks pretty watchable. I'll be setting up a stream for that on Monday, on Memorial's Day, to give you guys what went down at Double or Nothing. But we kicked off with Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. Backstage, Roman Reigns arrived at the arena and was immediately confronted by Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, who tried to convince the OTC to do things his way. Their conversation, though, was interrupted by Jacob Fatu's music and the Samoan Werewolf's entrance, with Adam Pearce wanting to say what the fuck. Fatu called out Reigns, but Jimmy and Jay answered instead. The latter carried a chair and threatened physicality. It was the former, though, who attempted to talk some sense into his cousin, rightly pointing out that WWE was about to fire him. Jay tried a cheap shot and paid for it as Fatu wore both out. Laying both down with a Tongan death grip. The head of the table played through, though, and Reigns made his way to the ring and the world title in hand. Jacob again dominated, but the Usos took him out with a few super kicks, a spear, a 1D, and of course a Uso splash. When the Ensemble Force got up, he found himself tied to the ropes with the bloodline teeing off on him. The cousins left Fatu lying and walked out, only for the former number one contender to challenge him to tribal combat. Roman accepting the challenge for Clash in Italy. Grade of B+. Now listen, Jacob Fatu looks pretty decent. He looks really fucking good. The problem is the way that they did this or structured this felt like they were setting up for a last man standing match opposed to their tribal combat. Now, had they went with a last man standing, this would have been better because it would have showed Jacob's dominance and his brute nature to not stay down. So, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with the tribal combat, but whatever. JD McDonough and Finn Balor had a street fight. The rivalry between mentor and protege wrote its latest chapter again on Monday when teacher Finn Balor battled the student JD McDonough in a street fight. The action spilled to the stands ahead of commercial break, with the Irish ace delivering a thrilling moonsault to his opponent. Back from the break, Balor fought and scratched his way into the match, only to eat a Bascu knee as McDonough cut off his momentum. McDonough retrieved the table and took too long to set it up, allowing Balor to recover as he fended off his opponent off the ropes. Dominic made his way to the ring, distracting Balor and allowing the Judgment Day teammate to deliver a big suplex through said table. The heels beat down Balor in a 2-on-1 assault, only for the inaugural Universal Champion to dodge a 619 attempt, wipe out the heels, and deliver a coup de grace onto McDonough to win. The ads, I tell you not, the ads are starting to piss me off. So WWE, Triple H, whatever, start fucking making it 3 minutes. Like, give us 6 ads and let it be 3 minutes long. Please, for the love of God. Stop fucking making them 10 minutes. Nothing to say about this match. I mean, again, it's just repetitive booking, again, to have McDonough and Balor fight again. This time in a street fight made it feel a little bit better, but whatever. All grades are looking good so far. Sol Ruca and Becky promo. Backstage, the women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch interrupted Sol Ruca's promo, only to be called out by her moments later in an in-ring promo. That's fucking stupid. What stunt are you pulling here? Making a holy show of yourself? Lynch asked, bewildered and dumbfounded by the intentional fortitude of her young prospect challenger. Ruca issued a challenge for a match between the two, but Lynch turned it down, worming her way out of the title defense. After patting herself on the back, she informed the babies that she would face her outside in the main event, just not for the title. So at this point, Ruca, after all, did not earn that title shot. Okay, after all, this is fucking stupid to throw to a card. Nah, it's not getting graded an A. Fuck that. Fuck that. You guys on Bleacher Report are really starting to piss me off with your grading on Becky Lynch. Bro, she's not even that fucking good. She's not even that good. She's not the best fucking wrestler in the world. She's not the best woman wrestler in the world. I'll tell you that much. No, fuck that. B plus. At best, B plus. Oh yeah, I shut it off during this. El Grande Americano, Bravo, and Rayo versus this was fucking stupid. But ahead of Saturday's mask versus mask match between El Grande Americano and OG Americano, the combatants led their teams in a tornado tag match. Incredible athleticism from Julio and Bruto Credo was full display entering the break, with both taking flight and wiping out the competition on the floor. Later in the bout, they partnered with OG Americano to prevent their opponents from utilizing the metal plates inside their masks, downing them with a trio of German suplexes. The action broke down from there, with all 6 superstars getting their trademark offense. Americano tossed the original into the timekeeper's area. From there, Bravo and Rayo leveled Bruto with the loaded mask, and their leader joined them for the trio's headbutt to secure the win. Yeah, the creative team has no idea what to do with this. Michael Cole interviewed Ethan Page, and LA Knight is back, baby. Backstage, LA Knight interrupted an Uso promo and called them out for doing the same thing under Roman Reigns when they combated the Vision for doing. You do dirt, you get dirt, Knight warned his former teammates. From there, Michael Cole threw to a sit-down interview with All Ego Ethan Page, who handed the voice of WWE pre-made questions to be asked. Honor the request of the talent, Page told Resistant Cole. Cole stopped the charade and a suddenly serious Page threatened to win the IC title from Penta at Saturday Night Main Event, renaming it, further playing up to his ego. Knight being the voice of reason is fantastic. Someone needs to hold the Usos accountable for falling right back into the same trap they were in previously. Yeah, fucking tell them. This was some great stuff, so I'm going to bump this grade up to a B minus. I don't even want to fucking talk about this tag team match. Honestly, it was stupid. Morgan did not need to get involved. Anyway, moving on, because they're irrelevant. Obafemi had an open challenge. See, as Obafemi made his way to the squared circle for this week's open challenge, Brock Lesnar shockingly appeared and attacked him from behind. The Beast Incarnate obliterated Femi with 4 F5s, laying out his WrestleMania 42 opponent and rendering his retirement obsolete. Now, WWE never claimed that he was retired. Remember that. Never claimed. We insinuated, the fans insinuated Brock Lesnar was retired. Lesnar walked out to a mixed reaction, looking back at his fallen prey to close out the segment. B+. That was a hell of a surprise, and it should have closed out the show. However, Paul Heyman handed Adam Pearce a contract with Lesnar's signature on it, daring the Raw General Manager to get Femi's signature for a rematch at Clash in Italy. That is a monster rematch for that show, even if it's a contest that does not and should not happen. B+. Austin Theory and Seth Rollins closed out our show, ladies and gentlemen. Without backup and sensing urgency to even the odds with the Vision, Seth Rollins launched himself through the ropes and onto Austin Theory to kick off Monday's main event. The Architect dominated the action early on, much to the delight of fans. An attempt to running boot to the face, though, was countered by Theory, who sent Rollins' foot and ankle into the ring post. The heel seized control of the bout. Logan Paul took a cheap shot at Rollins' lower leg, and Theory sent him into the timekeeper's position as the ladder rolled. Final commercial break. Now, Rollins countered his way back into the match and set up for the pedigree, only for the world champion to kick out of it and drop his longtime rival. Later, Paul once again interfered, allowing Theory to deliver a stomp and nearly defeat the babyface with his own finishing maneuver. Paul handed Theory a brass knucks to utilize, but Rollins delivered a super kick and retrieved the weapon. The referee prevented him from using it, though, so just as Rollins delivered a super kick to Paul, a pedigree to Theory earned Rollins a hard-fought victory. Now, after the match, Angelo Dawkins made the save for Rollins. The tag team champions started to beat up on Rollins. So Paul and Theory beat him down, beat up Dawkins, leading to Montez Ford making a save for his partner. Ford earned a big pop as he was fired up and leaped over the ring post onto the heels. He took exception to Dawkins saving Rollins and ate a spear by Braun Breaker. The Badass and the Architect brawled with the latter raking Breaker's eyes to earn the upper hand. Paul once again interjected himself, allowing his teammate to spear Rollins and put him down. Great. B-, because that's all he got. So what was the final grade? Well, the main event match in the segment And the segment between Lesnar and Obafemi was pretty acceptable TV. But they could have been much better, so much better, if they had been positioned midway through. With that said, the surprise return of Lesnar was outstanding and gave fans a reason to tune into Catch in Italy. The announcement of a big match between Reigns and Fatu, some fun if unspectacular wrestling, and the continuation of an ongoing rivalry helped make what they have been a filler show, a more entertaining way to spend nearly 3 hours. Add to that Sol Ruca Becky Lynch showdown, and you have another. Well, it's not for the fucking title. I wish it was. But again, you have a big, strong rating for the show, so we're going to give it a thumbs up. And with the changing of grades, we're going to add it to a plus. So B plus is the overall grade. No MVP. But that was Monday Night Raw. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a stream. Oh, I will be back on Saturday to give you the SmackDown, SmackDown summary. Next week, right here, Tuesday, of course, I'll give you the Raw review again. And then you got the predictions for Clash in Italy. Oh, and you'll get Double or Nothing review on Monday as well as a very Memorial Day surprise. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and rest of the week. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Peace.